Hi, my name is Bill Kiefer. I'd like to talk with you a little bit about schools, Oregon schools, and teachers and unions. I, like most of us, went through elementary school. I went through elementary schools in Ohio and later junior highs in Ohio and high schools in California, colleges and universities in California, even University of Madrid. And I understand with expenses and colleges and monies, and also unions. I was the president of the local American Federation of Government Employees Union for the local office of the United States Marshals in Los Angeles. I understand both sides. I understand students need to learn, teachers need to be paid, and unions, strong unions, really make life a lot easier for people, especially nowadays. And I was looking at the paper and some of the things on Facebook, and I live in Southern Oregon, and the local Eagle Point School District is they're going to go on strike. They're going to go on strike. It's May 4th today, and the 7th or 8th, the Eagle Point School District teachers are going to go on strike. I lived here since 1991. That's over 20 years ago, and these folks, teachers in Eagle Point, have either went on strike or have threatened to strike at least 5 times, is my recollection. So these folks are quite active in their unions and getting what they want, and I can understand that. But let's just take a look at Oregon, the school teachers, and what they're doing and how much money they get and their benefits compared to a local person working in Jackson County, and then we'll see how bad off these teachers have it. I think they've got it pretty doggone good. Now, according to the local newspaper, the Tribune, dated Thursday, May 3rd, they're talking about and writing about this strike, and they're talking about the Eagle Point School District Administration planning to hire substitute teachers so students can continue to attend classes and remain on track to graduate in the event of an employee strike. Remember, today I'm doing this video, it's May 4th, and school's out in about 5 weeks, and the teachers sat back and laid back into a nice position to say, hey, we're going to go on strike just before school ends, and then we'll say, well, gee, these poor kids aren't going to be able to graduate because us union people have this big, tremendous grievance in 5 weeks. Why didn't they do it earlier in the year? Because it's a power situation. So the school district says, fine, you guys are going to go off and go on strike. We'll hire substitutes so we can get these kids up and get graduated so we won't have any problems. And of course, the union teachers are furious about it. I don't know if you remember when President Reagan had the air traffic controllers go on strike back a long time ago, and he fired one of them. He says, I think it was Patco. He said, you go on strike, I, as President of the United States, fire every one of you. And they fired them all and then rehired people, and that was the end of that. So I think that's a good solution. Mail Tribune further goes on to say, here's a suggestion. Employees should agree to let the district save some costs and avoid cuts that will affect students. District administrators should agree that teachers need adequate preparation time outside the classroom. The district wants to stop paying full insurance benefits for part-time workers. We're not aware of many jobs that provide full health coverage for part-time work. Surely, in a time of shrinking revenues, everybody's out of a job and all businesses are closing their doors, this is a benefit that cannot be sustained. These teachers want part-time teachers to get full insurance benefits. What do you think? And then they're fighting that they're avoiding procedures so they can have cost reductions. So what is this stuff? I don't understand. Again, according to the Mail Tribune, they're talking about the union's desire to protect all of its members. Jobs is understandable and commendable, but when money can be saved without reducing services to students, that's preferable to cutting school days. The union is insisting on a new contract provision that decreases the district's ability to economize is counterproductive. One of the union's biggest concerns seems to be district attempts to increase the time teachers spend in the classroom. That mean reducing the time they get to prepare for the next class, eat an uninterrupted lunch, or just unwind from what is a very demanding job. This is what teachers mean when they say their chief concern is working conditions, not pay. It's all about money. It's all about money. You know, school teachers, they don't work during the summertime. They have spring break. They have Christmas break. They don't work all year long like you and I do. And when I was in 7th grade, my teacher said, you know what is the easiest and safest job and most desirable job there is? And he said, according to the local newspapers at the time, and that was a school teacher. You know, it was the worst job, the least desirable, and the most dangerous? A mailman who carried mail on the streets, because he was out in the snow, the wind, the snow, and all that, and they died of heart attacks early on, where school teachers sit in a nice classroom and they don't work a full year. And face it, I wish maybe I'd have been a school teacher. That would have been a pretty easy job instead of being a policeman all my life. The Mail Tribune reports what the school board did. It says, in addition, the school board gave the district the authority to take strike preparation steps. The district will not allow picketing on school grounds. Picketing employees also will not be allowed to block district driveways and parking lots. The district will use the coming days to establish a plan on how to pay employees and substitutes hired by the district. The district will provide security for the school during the strike and will require written approval in advance for any signs or banners on district property. I think this thing could get ugly. These school teachers and the union people can get vicious. You know, talking about education, the internet has more information than any library, any school on this planet, or in this solar system, I would imagine. So, looking at a few places here, according to teacherportal.com, in Oregon, look up states and teachers. Look it up on the internet. That's where I got it. Just go on the internet and start looking around. Oregon, their starting salary for a teacher is, according to Teacher Portal, $33,699. The average teacher gets $50,044, and they call it a pay comfort. 1 through 50 states, Oregon teachers are at a comfort of 14. That means they're really well paid for. They're at $50,000 average, and so they're 14th. I think Alaska may be high. So other states, 14 states pay $50,000 and higher. South Dakota pays $35,000, and Connecticut pays an average of $59,000. So the Salary Comfort Index, Oregon rates is 14th place. So they're pretty solid for these teachers. They also say finding accurate beginnings and average salaries for teachers by state is a tricky business. In our effort to build the most accurate list of teacher salaries by state, they have averaged the salary from multiple sources, including the National Education Association, job surveys, and private data analysis to create the Salary Comfort Index. The New York Times reports the average starting salary is $39,000. The average ending salary after 25 years is $67,000 for a teacher. WorldSalaries.org shows that $4,055 monthly net for a teacher in the United States. Gross is $5,266 a month, with a compulsory deduction of 23%, and weekly work hours are 36.6. Okay, how about that? Oregon teachers this is from nces.ed.gov. Oregon teacher salary averages $8,858 in 1969. Oregon teacher salary averages $55,224 in 2009-2010. The average United States teacher in 2009-2010 makes $55,350. Okay, in Jackson County, they say you go on the Jackson County website and they tell you that the median household income in Jackson County was $42,027 and the per capita personal income was $34,506. It's on the internet. It's Jackson County and all these places, and so the teachers don't really have it too bad. And then if you go and look at the Oregon Educators Benefit Board, that ought to knock you over the feather. It talks about all these benefits these people are getting. You know, they're talking about, would you like a wellness program at your workplace? Well, we're here to help. OEBB's champs have been sharing great tools and ideas that can make the whole process a snap. We've assembled them on the wellness resource page of our website to help you to get started. The links can lead you to a step-by-step plan to develop and implement a successful worksite wellness program, a database of wellness grant opportunities, in parentheses, it's easier to find money that you may think. So, they're always talking about money, 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 and it's easy money, easy money. Eagle Point, Oregon. Eagle Point teachers on the verge of strike. Tuesday began another day of negotiations for the bargaining team and District 9. If no agreement can be reached, the threat of a strike becomes more real. President of the Eagle Point School Board, Dave Carroll, is hopeful. I have a lot of faith in our negotiating team. I'm slightly worried if the district is coming to the table trying to figure this out. Carroll says the biggest issues are teacher prep time and outsourcing of supporting staff.
Oh, my neck! How's it feel now? All right.
But that's all, folks.
Thanks for watching.